Today I want to talk to you about what I believe is the single most important skill in life that you don't want to miss out on. Maybe this sounds familiar to you. You opt for your employee reviews, but you don't know how to ask for a raise. Or you're switching jobs and you have a certain salary expectation that you don't know how to convey. Or you're trying to come to an agreement with a partner or a friend on something where you have opposing ideas. If one of these situations is something that you're struggling with or that you have experienced in the past, the skill that I will elaborate on in this video will 100% be a game changer for you. So what is this woman speaking about? It is the art of negotiation. Now, I know what you might be thinking about. Negotiations, isn't that only something for business deals or high-stakes transactions? That's what I thought too at first. But after working in sales for over a decade, I realized something invaluable. Life constantly presents opportunities for negotiations. Any interaction where you need to reach a decision or agreement with another person involves negotiations. Personal relationships, professional settings, or everyday decisions. And the goal is not as commonly mistaken as winning at all costs. It's about finding creative solutions that satisfy everyone's interests and where everyone walks away a winner. By acquiring negotiation skills, you're not only becoming more successful at your job, you're developing a foundation for a truly fulfilling and impactful life. And don't just take my word for it. According to the renowned negotiation expert Jack Nasher, mastering the art of negotiation is the single one skill you need to unlock your full potential. It's not just about getting the best deal possible. It's about understanding the other party's motivations, building trust, and finding creative ways for everyone who's involved. One of the fascinating insights that Nasher has uncovered through his research is the role of perceived competence in negotiation and beyond. He's found that people often make snap judgments about someone's competency based on very limited information. For example, Nasher conducted a study where he asked participants to listen to a brief audio clip of a violin player. Some participants were told that the violin player was a professional, while others were told the player was an amateur. In reality, the audio clip was the same for both groups. Despite the fact that the performance was identical, participants who were told that the player was a professional rated them as significantly more competent. This just goes to show how quickly we form impressions about someone's abilities based on limited cues. Now you might be thinking, well, that's interesting, but what does it have to do with negotiation? The connection is that these snap judgments of competence can have a huge impact on the negotiation process. If the other party in a negotiation sees you as more competent, they are more likely to take you seriously, trust your judgment, and be willing to work with you to find a mutually beneficial solution. On the flip side, if they perceive you as less competent, they are more inclined to take advantage of you or dismiss your concerns altogether, especially when you're trying to negotiate a pay raise, a salary, or interviewing for a job you want. Increasing your perceived competence is crucial. But why is negotiation such a powerful and versatile skill? Nasher's research has shown that 3 key competencies underpin effective negotiation. They're also the foundation for other critical soft skills and abilities. In fact, research conducted by Harvard University, the Carnegie Foundation, and the Stanford Research Center has all concluded that 85% of job success comes from having well-developed soft and people skills, with only 15% of job success comes from technical skills and knowledge, hard skills. So let's dive into these 3 key competencies. The first key competency that underpins effective negotiation is preparation. Before sitting down to negotiate, it's important that you do your homework and gather as much information as possible about the other party's interests, constraints, and potential areas of flexibility. This could involve researching the market rate for a certain position that you're interviewing for, understanding your company's budget and constraints, or having an open conversation with the person to better understand their priorities. For example, let's say you're negotiating a salary for your new job. Rather than just throwing out a number and hoping for the best, Take the time to research the typical compensation rate for that role in your local market. You also have to have a clear understanding of your needs and constraints. For example, what I have always done is I created a list of non-negotiables and nice-to-haves when it came to job hunting. The non-negotiables are things that, as it implies, are non-negotiable. So if the job can't offer you these non-negotiables, you move on. However, you have a little bit more flexibility when it comes to your nice-to-haves. So armed with this information, you can go into this negotiation with a lot of confidence because you have done your research and the proposed salary is fair as well as in alignment with your personal requirements. This level of preparation not only makes you appear more competent, but it also demonstrates your commitment to find a mutually beneficial solution. Being prepared is a great start, but there's more to it. Imagine, for example, that you're negotiating a contract with a potential business partner. If you're able to clearly articulate your vision for the partnership, you're going to come across more collaborative and trustworthy than someone who's just trying to get the best deal for themselves. Your potential partner is going to be more inclined to trust your motives and wants to work with you to find mutually beneficial solutions and ultimately feels confident that you're the right person to build a successful business with. And having worked in partnerships for the last years, this is exactly what I have experienced. Effective communication is all about active listening, clear articulation of your needs and concerns, and the ability to read and respond to the other party's nonverbal cues. So after all, it's not only about being perceived as competent, it's also about being seen as collaborative and trustworthy. And this not only applies to your profession, but to each and every person you communicate with around you. So it's not just meeting rooms where negotiation skills come in handy. In my personal life, I found that the ability to listen actively and communicate with empathy has been invaluable in navigating tricky situations with my partner, family members, or even customer service agents. For instance, you have been trying to decide on a vacation destination for your upcoming trip with your partner. You want to go to Italy to explore the rich history and culture, while your partner is more interested in visiting Turkey to experience the vibrant markets and stunning landscapes. Instead of digging in and trying to convince the other person of your preferred option, take the time to really understand what is important to your partner. The sense of adventure, the opportunity to immerse themselves in a new culture, and the chance to try new cuisines. Once you have a better understanding of their priorities, you're able to propose a creative compromise. You could decide to spend the first half of the trip in Italy, allowing you to indulge in your love of art and architecture, and then travel to Turkey for the second half, where your partner could explore the bustling markets and historical sites. By listening to each other's needs and finding a solution that addresses both of your interests, you are building trust, demonstrate a commitment to the relationship, and you can plan a vacation that you're genuinely both excited about. When emotions run high, it's easy to get defensive and lose sight of the bigger picture. Nesher emphasizes the importance of managing your emotions, but also reading the other party's emotional state and using that information to guide your negotiation strategy. His research has shown that people who have a high degree of emotional intelligence are usually seen as more collaborative and trustworthy than those who struggle to manage their emotions. Imagine, for example, that you're negotiating a high-stakes business deal. If you're able to remain calm and confident and adaptable in the face of pressure and conflict, you're going to come across much more collaborative and in control than someone who gets flustered and defensive. The other person is going to be more receptive to your proposals and feel confident that you're the right person to work with. And this emotional intelligence isn't just valuable in a professional context. Again, it's also important and crucial for our personal lives. For instance, when I'm dealing with a conflict with a family member or trying to advocate for my needs, reading the emotional state of the other person is key in finding a solution that both parties are satisfied with. So why is negotiation the single most important skill you need in life? You're developing a versatile skill set that can be applied to every aspect of your life. So think about it. Communication, emotional intelligence, and the ability to thoroughly analyze, research, and strategize are all essential in building strong relationships, solve complex problems, and making informed decisions. But if you don't know how to master your emotions or lack confidence, it can have a negative impact not only on your career, but also on your personal life. So if you're interested in learning more about these two skills, I've linked some videos up here that you can watch. And if you found this video helpful, it would mean the world to me if you would give this video a thumbs up, hit the notification bell as well as the subscribe button, and join the community as it grows. So see you next time. Bye.